CNN sharing details of the seizure of more than 80 vehicles illegally headed to
Ferrari 458 Italia worth $280,000.
If you give us a second, we'll take it to the station and you'll use the bathroom, okay? We'll take it quick. Is that fair? All right. Deal with this officer from your right here. All right. Damn, what?
You aren't going to believe what the feds just found in Gervonta Tank Davis's private garage. We're talking guns, cash, and evidence that's got federal agents crawling all over his Baltimore mansion. Not just a few things either. We're talking illegal firearm parts, unregistered stacks of money, and surveillance footage that could open up a much bigger investigation. And this ain't just about a boxer with too many toys. This raid connects to a deeper federal probe that's been quietly building around Tank for months, tied to his past legal messes, the domestic violence case that just canceled his Jake Paul fight, and new allegations that could end his career for good. Let's break it down. It started early Monday morning in Baltimore. Neighbors near Tank's gated property noticed a convoy of unmarked black SUVs and local police cruisers surrounding the area. According to reports, the warrant was tied to an ongoing federal investigation connected to one of Tank's previous legal cases. And that's where things get dark.
Of the law, the right decision was made. It's just that it's a damn shame that he gets to lean on the letter of the law, and the state of Nevada and the parole committee had to lean on the letter of the law because he's somebody that I believe doesn't only deserve to be in jail, he deserved to be under the jail.
Let's rewind for a second. Gervonta Davis isn't new to controversy. He's one of the most gifted boxers alive. 30 wins, 28 by knockout, but his outside the ring behavior has been a constant headline. In 2020, he was arrested after a viral video showed him grabbing the mother of his child by the neck at a public event.
Champion boxer Gervonta Tank Davis out of jail tonight. The famous South Florida fighter bonded out less than an hour ago.
Now he's accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend in front of their children. CBS News Miami's Trish Christakis is live at the jail in West Miami-Dade with details on the allegations against.
In 2023, he served jail time after a hit-and-run case where he injured multiple people.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And in late 2025, he was hit with another civil lawsuit from his ex-girlfriend, accusing him of domestic abuse, kidnapping, and assault.
We pulled up to Tootsie's and up a girl, dragged her through the parking lot, and in the face, and it's like, bro.
Okay.
Like,
wait, but how do you know that happened?
It's a lawsuit. Miami-Dade is coming. There's video, like everything, bro. He did this public. Like, you have to understand, this guy was sober, dry.
Those cases already painted a rough picture. But what the feds reportedly found in his garage might make all of that look small.
Tank Davis, he got arrested. I mean, any thoughts on that one?
He did, huh? Again?
Yeah, again.
I mean, hey, look, I actually like Tank Davis. He's a good, he's a good kid. He's a good fighter, a great fighter, actually. He's one of my favorites. Yeah, just get your that's it, basically. Get your shit, you don't hit women.
The property in question sits just outside Baltimore, Tank's hometown, and it's famous among fans. Footage from his old Instagram Live showed a fleet of cars, Lamborghinis, McLarens, Ferraris, Rolls Royces, even a custom pink G-Wagon. According to reports, agents uncovered illegal gun parts capable of turning handguns into automatics, along with over $500,000 in unregistered cash stuffed in duffel bags. They also seized unknown substances now being tested for drugs and security footage of unidentified people entering the garage late at night just days before the raid. This isn't just bad news for Tank, it's career-ending if proven true.
Be 1 foot in, 1 foot out too. What are you talking about? You know how much money you got? You know how hard it is getting out that bed to go run early in the morning in gym for hours, and you know you looking at 20 million easy. You own all this real estate. You rich. You don't have to do this ever again. Then the compounding interest, like let's say 20 million in the bank. He get 5% off of that, so he probably making $500,000 in interest. He's not even spending his money. So it's like, hell yeah, he out of here. What? He gone.
For months now, fans and boxing pros have been questioning whether Tank Davis still loves boxing at all.
Tank is done. Tank is hung him up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up, he done. Tank is done. Period.
When you say done, you mean like not fighting anymore?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag, of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something solo, and he's looking to, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing. He's not gonna fight Shakur Stevenson at all. At all. I don't care how much money Turkey offered, give him 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking that fight.
Ever since that controversial draw with Lamont Roach, whispers started spreading that the hunger was gone, that fame and money had replaced the grind.
We're gonna see. How well I tame him.
The big question here is, that rematch versus Gervonta. All that kept on going back and forth. It was supposed to happen in August, didn't happen. Then now his exhibition fight. So where's that leave us right now? You think we're gonna get that rematch fight versus Gervonta after this fight?
Who knows? He said he's retiring. I believe. I think he's scared. So if he's going to retire, I believe he's going to retire.
You think he'll retire after the exhibition match?
I think so.
Why do you say that?
Because he's scared.
Some said he was more focused on his cars, his entourage, and his lifestyle than the sport that built him. Others called it what it looked like, a slow fade out from greatness.
I bet you love that. Hey, hold that real hard. How much is that? Hold that real. Hey, you'll learn one day when you grow up. That ain't what it really is about, brother.
Yes, it is.
You're gonna find out the hard way. Straight up. The hard way. You're gonna learn the hard way. You're gonna learn the hard way.
So when the news of the federal raid broke, the reaction wasn't shock, it was confirmation. Promoters, sponsors, and networks are panicking. Tank was already on thin ice after his fight with Jake Paul was canceled due to the lawsuit filed against him. That alone cost him millions and damaged his image. Now this, it's nuclear.
Jake Paul, Gervonta Tank Davis, the fight is in jeopardy. There's another, yes, I said another domestic abuse allegation against Gervonta Davis, and that may either destroy, postpone, change the entire event. There's been a lot of allegations against Tank. When things like this happen over and over, I think this is his 4th or maybe 5th allegation of domestic abuse, you kind of start to have to look at the person that's being accused of such and go, why do you keep ending up in these situations? And the way it's described, we've even seen Tank do some of the things already on camera. I don't think that's something that Netflix is wanting to be a part of at that point. I don't know if Jake wants to be involved with somebody like that, which is why they're starting to look for potential replacements.
Showtime, which used to distribute Tank's fights, quietly removed archived promotional clips from their social media. Adidas and Puma, brands he's been spotted wearing in multiple interviews, haven't commented, but both companies have clauses allowing them to suspend partnerships over criminal investigations. And Netflix, which had a massive deal with Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis for their November fight, has already scrubbed Tank's name from its fight lineup.
All right, so the Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis fight has been canceled because of new charges that came up on Gervonta. You heard it here first. Hit the thumbs up on the video. Make sure you share the video. The fight is off as we know it right now. Stay tuned for more.
One boxing insider said, "No network wants to touch him until this is cleared up. He's untouchable right now, not because he's dangerous in the ring, but because he's radioactive outside of it."
I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older now or what, but I feel like Gervonta is a hell of a fighter, but he needs to get his mental together. When I hear some of his interviews and I see some of the stuff that he's saying, I can just tell that he's not in love with the sport no more. I can tell that he didn't get his just due. I mean, it was crazy to hear that he said he got evicted out of a house or something like that. You know?
Think about where Tank was just a year ago. He was one of boxing's most electrifying figures, the knockout artist compared to Mike Tyson. He was selling out arenas, breaking pay-per-view records, and representing a new generation of American boxing. Floyd Mayweather once called him the future.
But I must say this, the most exciting fighter that's acting and fighting in boxing right now is Gervonta Tank Davis. When Gervonta Tank Davis go out there and fight, he reminds me of Pretty Boy Floyd. Because Pretty Boy Floyd, you couldn't go get no popcorn. You couldn't go get no soda. You couldn't go get no candy. You don't want to miss nothing.
Now, that same Floyd hasn't said a word since the raid. And that silence says everything. Federal officials haven't charged Tank yet, but sources say the evidence seized from his garage is being processed in multiple labs, including the DEA's crime unit. Remember, Tank's name has come up in several incidents tied to Baltimore gangs in the past, though he's never been directly implicated. But this time, the feds are reportedly cross-referencing serial numbers from the guns and matching fingerprints from the garage with existing databases. If any of those weapons are linked to other crimes, things get very serious, very fast. And if the unregistered cash connects to anything resembling financial crimes, tax evasion, unreported income, money laundering, then this isn't just about boxing anymore. It's about federal prison. Tank's legal team has been quiet, but one source close to them told ESPN that they plan to fully cooperate with authorities. They also claim that some of the items found in the garage belong to other individuals who had access to the property, a line that could suggest Tank's lawyers are preparing a defense based on lack of direct possession. But let's be real, that defense is tough to prove when the property's in your name. And as the media storm grows, Tank's silence isn't helping. Tank's downfall isn't just about fame or crime, it's about pressure. Boxing isn't like other sports. It's violent, isolating, and addictive.
Are you retiring?
With trash.
What changed? What made you?
Trash, garbage.
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything? Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby? Usually they're around to.
You think you might be gaining love for it though? You never know. Like say you got to swap today. Okay.
Most fighters come from struggle, and when they suddenly get millions, the chaos doesn't disappear. It just moves into bigger houses and faster cars. Gervonta grew up in West Baltimore, surrounded by hardship. He fought his way out of poverty and built a name from nothing. But he never escaped the mindset.
The exhibition match with Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis, what's your thoughts on that? Just overall, do you feel like Gervonta Davis is more checked out than being checked in boxing right now?
Sentí que Gervonta Davis está más desenganchado del boxeo que enganchado con el boxeo, considerando lo que aceptó con Jake Paul.
Sí, totalmente.
So what now? If the feds file charges, Tank could face years in federal prison, depending on what the evidence reveals. Even if he avoids jail, the damage to his reputation and career might be irreversible. Boxing is unforgiving. Fans move on fast. There's always a new star, a new story, a new fighter to root for. Right now, names like Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, and Jaron Boots Ennis are carrying the torch, and Tank, once the face of all that, is watching from the sidelines. Maybe he'll fight again someday. Maybe he'll clear his name. But the truth is, the sport might not wait for him.
My journey's crazy. That's why I said this, yo, you can't write this, man. You cannot write this. My experience being gone, and all the stuff that I went through, preparing me for where I'm at today. You know, that Tank is older. He had the lessons, getting his lessons of what he got to do, take us the rest of the way. And this is his take us the rest of the way fight.
Tank's story shows how fast success can collapse when your past keeps chasing you. One day you're headlining Netflix, the next, you're the headline everyone's talking about for the wrong reasons. It's tragic because he really could have been one of the greatest of his generation. But greatness takes more than punches, it takes peace. As of right now, the feds haven't released the full report of what they found in Gervonta Davis's private garage. But if the rumors are true, it could redefine his entire story, from world champion to federal defendant. It's a chilling reminder that no matter how high you climb, the fall is always faster. And for Tank Davis, this might be the fall that ends it all. So what do you think? Is Tank being targeted, or is this just the consequence of a life lived on the edge? Drop your thoughts below, hit like, and subscribe for more updates. I'll catch you in the next video.